Good morning. How is everybody doing today? This year is kind of special for me. It's not kind of, it's very special for me. It's the year of 50s. I'm over 50, so not that one. But I graduated from high school 50 years ago in May. I got married 50 years ago, will be in November. And so I have my high school reunion coming up, and I also have my 50th anniversary coming up, which is really, really special and exciting for us. So I'm going shopping today to try to find a dress to wear to these events. I also earned the rewards trip from Seint, and it has a special dinner that night. So I'm trying to get 3 bangs out of one dress because it's got to be a fancy one. So it's not something I would wear to church or whatever. But I'm all excited about that, and I'm so excited that you're here, and I want to share the beauty of cream makeup with you. Yes, this is cream makeup from a company called Seint. Seint has a different premise from any other makeup you've ever used. They use a contour shade, they use a brightening highlight, and they use a main highlight. You also get a Lip&Cheek of your choice in the palette to start with. But the brightening highlight, the main highlight, and the contour, you would need to be color matched by me. Totally free and no obligation to buy whatsoever. So let me show you what this is. It's 3 shades creating 1 layer of makeup that isn't going to settle into your fine lines and wrinkles. Hey, I'll be 68 in less than 2 weeks, so I know a little bit about mature skin. This is where it's at. I wish I had found this cream makeup sooner. But let me show you. We're just going to tap into the contour shade, and you're going to be like, what in the world are you doing? I know it looks crazy. It's scary. I was very intimidated when I was color matched and decided to purchase. But contour is something you should use, especially if you're of a mature age or if you have mature skin. It will be your friend. What we're going to do is we're going to lift my face with this contour. And we're going to put it on the hard parts of my face, like my forehead. We're going to feel for my cheekbones. See how I have the shadow here because my face, I've lost volume, and my face has kind of sunk in. Well, it's on both sides. So there's a shadow there. But that pulls your eye down to my marionette lines and a whole nother list of problems. So what I'm going to do is feel for my cheekbone. It's a round bone. I'm going to start right about the corner of my eye and go up towards my ear. There we go. Okay. And what we're doing is we are lifting the face, and we are creating depth and dimension. Our faces are not flat. That's why one shade all over your face does not work. Even more so as you become of a mature age, or like I say, as your skin just matures. So here we go, and you don't want to come too close to the center of the face because, again, you want the eye to stay up here, not down here where all the hooks are. Now, I'm going to come to my jawline, and we're going to define the jawline and also camouflage this little jowl that I have. Hi, Ann. Thank you for joining. We're going to go right along the jawbone. There we go. And I'm going right on top of that jowl just to let it blend in just a little bit into the jawline. Now, we're going to start at these 2 divots I have because I have jowls. And then we're going to start and go underneath the neck further than you think you should. There we go. And we're just going to create a shadow. Do you see the shadow it created? It makes you notice my jaw and my chin more so than you notice my turkey neck. Yes, my neck is saggy and the skin is yuck and all those sorts of things. But if we can camouflage it just a little bit, which is what we're doing, we're going to. Now I'm going to take a little bit of contour on my pinky, rub it on my other pinky, put them together right at the top of my nose and just drag it down. What this does is it puts a shadow on either side of the top of your nose, where your natural nose shadows are. So what that's going to do is elongate the nose, which will give you a prettier appearance, and it's going to make it just a little bit narrower. Now, if you have a very narrow nose and you don't want to do this, that is fine. This makeup is for you. Your skin is mature. You're in charge. You do what you want. Yes, it camouflages wonderfully, Anne. So now we're finished with the contour, but contour has many uses. You can fill in your eyebrows. You can use it as an eyeshadow. You can even line your lips. So a lot of bang for the buck in this one little tin. Now, that's shade number 1 in our 3-shade 1-layer makeup. Now, the next one is a light shade, and mine happens to be linen. Yours will probably be different because yours is going to be color match to you. So I'm going to go to the brightening shade and just tap my finger in. And what this is we are going to create focal points on our face. Yes, we are. We're going to make a focal point between the eyes and right down the center of the face. We're staying away from focusing on what's going on around the bottom part of our face. So we're going to brighten the forehead right between the eyebrows. Come right down the center of the nose. Now look how much narrower my nose looks. Amazing, isn't it? Now I don't want to look like Michael Jackson, but I mean, hey, that's pretty cool. Then we're going to come and brighten the Cupid's bow and then brighten the center of the chin. Now, the eyes. No one has ugly eyes. No one. So play up your eyes. So we're going to lift the eye because we're going to start at the temple and come right down with our brightener. And we're not going to go all the way. We're going to stop right at the corner of the eye. Same thing over here. Kind of draw an imaginary line and then come down. You don't want to pull that tender skin. And all we're doing is creating a focal point of our face. And we're brightening. Okay, so we're going to come the outer corner and we're going to catch the inner corner as well. There we go. Now we're not going to do the half moon shape or the pie shape because we don't want all this makeup to collect into the crepe skin that is under. That's another beauty of cream. The cream is going to be a part of your skin. It's not going to sit on top of it and get cakey and just dry. If you wear other makeups, either liquids, powders, even the minerals, you're going to, you know what I'm talking about. It's like you look good at first, and then an hour later, you're like, oh my gosh, this looks bad. You're not going to have that with cream. Now, the third shade, because again, we have our brightener, we have our contour. The third shade is a main shade, and it's a highlight, and it goes where you don't have any other makeup. This, I think of it as a filler shade. Here we go. So I'm going to come up on the cheeks. I always catch the corners of my nose. I have rosacea, so I'm always red there. Always, always. So we're just going to place this on the cheeks. Thank you for the hearts. Okay. And then we're going to come up here and go right in between the contour and the highlight. So see, I have 3 shades on my face. Now, I'm not going to blend this willy-nilly and like we were told, just keep blending, just blend, 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 because you're going to blend it out or you're going to have a muddy mess. Either way, you're not going to like it. So what we're doing, we strategically placed everything. We're going to strategically blend it as well. Now you can blend at this point, but I like to add my Lip&Cheek or my blush and lipstick and then blend. That's just me. You do you. So I'm going to go right above my contour line, and it also gives a nice line for you to follow with your blush. And this is a shade called Royal. It looks like I don't know, it just looks really, really dark. It's not. The website to me is a little bit off. Okay. because look how pretty she is. Royal, yes. Okay. And so now I have all of my makeup placed. I used this one palette, as you saw. I didn't grab anything else. But now I'm going to grab my 3D brush and we're going to blend. I like to blend with a damp brush, and cream makeup does need to be set. You can either use a setting spray or a setting powder. I like to use the setting spray and spray it on my brush so I blend as I go because I like the dampness of the brush. I feel like I have more control. Now, if you don't like to do that and you just want to use a dry brush, that's totally okay. And come back with some setting spray, setting powder, or both. That's up to you. It's like, what part of the country do you live in? I'm in a very humid part of the country. I'm in Southeast Louisiana. It's humid even today, and we're only getting into the high 60s, but rain's coming, so it is really sticky outside. And again, like I said, I'm going shopping, so I'm going to be out in it, so I want my makeup to look the best that it can. Also, fun fact, I sprayed my damp perfector sponge with my setting spray and used it as a primer. I did this yesterday and I really, really like the way the makeup wore. So if you're used to using a primer, your setting spray can do the trick, and a perfector sponge. Okay, let's spray my brush. I like to catch both ends because this domed in is wonderful for around the eyes. Now, you want to use a light hand. You don't want to, you're not going to blend, 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 blend. Like I say, we're going to strategically soft blend. We're not going to blend like we were taught to do because this isn't a liquid, this is cream. So we're going to start at the jawline, and I'm just going to do gentle swirls all the way around, and then guess what? Yep, drag them down your neck. Now, this is the only time you want to blend down. Every other time, we're going to blend up because you want everything to be lifted on your face. So here we go. Now, that's done. See, look at that. Little to no makeup came off on my brush. That's how good this stuff is. And this is a damp brush. That should say something. So now we're going to just do what everyone calls a little ditty called stippling. Stippling is gently tapping and spreading this makeup where you want it to go and where you want it to stay. You love the humidity? Oh, it is bad down here right now, Ann. Really bad. And it's going to be worse. The brushes are the best from Seint. Yes, they are. Okay. And you know, you wonder, I have brushes. I have good brushes. These are formulated to work with cream. Probably the brushes you have are not. They're made to work with powders or are more than likely with liquids. So these brushes are like well worth the investment. So here we go. We're just going to stipple around, and again, we are just placing this makeup where we want it to go and where we want it to stay. Now, we took the time to contour our nose, so you don't want to blend it out. That's the good and the bad of cream makeup. If you make a mistake, you can totally blend it out. If not, if you use too much, then yeah, you blend it a little bit more. But since we took the time to contour our nose, I'm just going to go one time right up. See how you can still see the little bit of the line, the brightener that I put there, but it's not blended out. The contour lines are still there. The look we're looking for is still there. So that's a positive. Now, I'm going to come to these eyes, flip my brush around to the domed in, start in the temple, and then just come around. Now, again, I am tapping. Notice I'm not pulling anything because if you are of a mature age or have crepe skin or just the skin in general, the baby skin under your eyes, you don't want to make it any worse than it already is. There we go. All right, so now we just have the forehead and the cheeks left. So I'm going to just stipple, which again is just gently tapping. Then we are going to swirl because the contour is a little bit different of a consistency. So like we did around the jawline, we're going to do on the forehead. So we're just going to swirl and we're going up into my hairline. Does it get in my hair? Yeah, sometimes. So easy to get out. You just grab a baby white beauty blender washcloth. Comes right out. There we go. You don't want that white line. I always double check that. You don't want the white line to be between your hairline and your forehead. So look how this has blended. I mean, seriously, guys, this is unbelievable. So now we're going to come to the cheeks. We're going to stipple up and down on the contour. I like to do it twice. Why? I don't know. I just do. And then I catch it and grab my Lip&Cheek and we go right up into the temple. There you go. Now, this again, this is a natural shadow due to lack of volume in my face. So see how we have the straight line there, but we have a soft blend. There we go. We have a soft blend on this side. That's what we're looking for. So again, softly blend and then grab that Lip&Cheek shade or blush shade and just go right up into the temple. There we go. Now, if I weren't talking to you and demonstrating what I'm doing and telling you what I'm doing, I'd have been finished in 5 minutes or less. That's how easy it is to do this cream makeup. It is so wonderful. It's going to hydrate my skin as I wear it. What could be better? I don't know about you, but I went from really oily skin to like crazy dry skin. The winter we've had here has been extremely cold, much, much colder than what we're used to. So that has not been fun and has wreaked havoc on my skin. I've had to use double the moisturizer. But using cream makeup, like I say, what do you do when you want to moisturize your face? You use cream. Cream makeup is where it's at. And again, this is what you start with. Now, do we have accessory items like eyeshadow, bronzer, illuminator, and tons of other things? Yes. But this is all you need to start. 4 shades and a brush, and you are good to go. You might need some setting spray. That would help. And 2, just to show you, it's pretty cool to add, and I know I have some here, to add a little bit of setting powder. Now, just to show you the different sizes that the palettes come in, you know, this is the one I traveled with when I was traveling internationally. This is Vanilla Dust setting powder. This is Seint setting powder. So I'm just going to tap in it and just come around. There we go. Just kind of the center of my face. And that, the glow it gives is wonderful. See how the glow is still there, but to me, it's not a shine. And that's what I prefer. Now, if you love the shine, leave it alone. You'll be fine. Just use your setting spray. Now, how do you get started with Seint? Hey, that's the thing. Great makeup. You get me too. How wonderful is that? What I want you to do is go to a window in your home that has natural light coming in, not sunlight, natural light. And I want you to open your curtains, raise those blinds, and stand about 1 foot to 1.5 feet from the window. No makeup. I know that's the worst part of it. No makeup at all. So what we're going to do, okay, I'm going to tell you in just a minute, you need a Colormatch, Carol, and again, your Colormatch is free with no obligation, but up in the copy, I will put a phone number, and you will just take your phone and text #match to that number, and it will send you the link to do your Colormatch, and it'll tell you how to do it, and just there's like 2 questions, 3 questions to answer about your skin. Real simple. So what I want you to do though, Carol, is look outside of that window with natural light coming in. Okay, not sunlight, the natural light. And you're not going to have any makeup on. I know that's like really the worst part. So you're going to catch your face, a little bit of your neck, because you're either going to have a double chin or you're going to have a turkey neck. Yeah, there's no in between once you get mature. And I'm going to be mature in another couple weeks. Maturer, let's put it that way, maturer. So then you take your phone and you shoot a selfie. That's all there is to it. Now, what do I do with these pictures? I delete them because I wouldn't want the picture that I was color matched to seen by anyone other than the lady I sent it to. I do the same thing for you. You'll never, ever see it on the internet because I promise you, once I finish, I am going to delete your picture. So no worries there. I'm also, like I say, no obligation, totally free. How much you buy, if you buy, that's strictly up to you. If you buy, thank you so much. If you don't, hey, keep hanging out with me and let's do some makeup together. I share tips that you can use with any makeup on a regular basis. So again, just hang out with me. And I appreciate you hanging out with me now. You have been so generous with your time. You be the reason someone smiles today, and I'll see you next time. Bye.